Hey, you! Yeah, you! Are you a Vooperian citizen who wants to show their love for the greatest country in the universe? Do you have a need for a 5-foot flag to show you want to liberate the rest of the world? Well, great! Check out the description below if you want a variety of things that say, I love my government and I trust them not to accidentally nuke me. This message was sponsored by the Vooperian Propaganda Office. Hello and welcome back to City Skylines. More specifically, welcome back to Vooperia City, where we have this beautiful new Freedom Park, which is what I'm actually going to name it, in a symbolic gesture to the freedom in Vooperia. I want it to be centered right on top of the Statue of Liberty. Oh, come on. Oh, I almost had it there for a second. A little bit more to this side. Come on. Come on! Oh, shoot. This is gonna be annoying, isn't it? You know what? That's close enough for me. Here we go. Freedom Park. How exciting. Freedom for everyone. Doo-doo. Okay, so now that we have that all set and a huge new part of the city has been built up, our population is rising rather quickly. We're at 5,000 population, which means soon... Oh, we have high-density residential zone ready. Wow, not soon. Already. I don't know where I want to start, though. I guess I'll start over in the older area. We'll do a field test over here. Hey, guys. We're going to do some testing. We're going to see how many people we can pack into this little city square here. Here we go. Things get serious now. We have the ability to get a large amount of people into the city now. That's exciting stuff. Okay, look at that. We've got our first apartment buildings. Now we can pack 13 households into each building. Probably more in other ones. That one's 5. That one's 5. 4. The point is, a whole lot more than those other... Ooh, this one. 37 households. Beautiful. 13. Ooh, this looks like another big one. Another 37 households. And another 37. Look how quickly the population is rocketing up now. Look at all the buildings. It's beautiful. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so our first high-density area is really taking off. That is very exciting. So we'll let them do their thing. Our population is going up rather quickly. And now I think we can actually buy some land as well. Yes. More than one? No. But now we have access to this major intersection here. And this giant plot of land where we get 2 highway connections. This is going to be great. So we have a lot of money. I don't see any reason to not begin construction on another big one. First things first, we're going to build up the backbones of it. So, we're going to kind of follow the curve of the other districts. And we're going to kind of follow the curve of the coastline here. Not directly, but, you know, kind of, you know, maybe not. I did the best I could. Then we're going to have another high-density lane here. Just because we want the traffic to not get insane, because we are going to be packing a lot of people in here. Finally, we'll have this here. Let's figure out how to connect these together. We don't want to be obnoxious about our major roads, but we do want them to connect at the most popular spots, which is going to include the shoreline, where we're going to have lots of tourism. I'm going to take a lot of advantage of this area over here. There's a lot we can do with this much coast. There we go. That looks great. Once again, we can just bring this down here and bring this down here. And I think we have a pretty good framework for our section. Now we have to create the side roads, which are obviously going to be a big player in how this turns out. I'm trying not to go with just grids like I did last time. I'm trying to be a bit more creative than that. Get some waviness in there. Get a little bit creative. We can put a big park here. I'm kind of feeling to close this up to get some more room. There's really no reason to not have that be a high density right there. Bam, bam, bam. Very exciting stuff. Looking good. Finally, we've got up here. I think I'm just gonna do a normal road here, and I'll do a slight wave here. Why not? Look at that. Very fancy. Not really that fancy, but I feel fancy. Okay, let's connect together these spots now that we've finished all that. Look at that. That is a beautiful mess. It's got lots of areas where we can put a high density or big buildings, services, and then we've got some residential areas which are fairly packed. I mean, we'll do the best we can. Now we just have to make the ways that people enter and exit. So we'll start with the entrances. Those are kind of important. There we go. I do think this should also be an entrance. You know what? What if we made this side enter and this side... Oh, that wouldn't work very well, would it? Nope, it wouldn't, but that's okay. We'll figure this out. So what we'll do now is we will wrap this around like this and then go in to the highway there. Make an object to exit here and an option to exit over there at some point. Honestly, I'm even fine with opening up an option right here. And right here. There we go. So we've got some ways to enter. Maybe make a way to enter right over here. Just make sure we have a lot of options. There we go. And now we're going to do the zoning, which is going... Oh, wait, no. We need water. This is a massive section we just built. This is planning ahead right here. This is planning very far ahead. I figured instead of just upgrading the density of everything, which leads to huge traffic issues, we can actually try to make new sections which are actually better suited to that heavier density. Because the old sections aren't really designed for it. I mean, we did do that big area, but not the first section. The first section, the grid and stuff, was just to make a nice suburbia. It's not really meant for high amounts of traffic and stuff. This grid layout is going to get a little bit hectic if we switch to high density buildings. This right here, it's a small little area. I don't really see traffic becoming a huge issue. Funny thing is, this has 2,000 people and this has 1,000. So this holds twice the amount of people as this area, even though it's much, much smaller. Elk Hills holds about 1,000. Freedom Park about 1,000. Snack District about 1,000. Well, we actually have our population spread out very well. That's actually pretty good. The further we spread things out, the less traffic in one area, which is a good thing. So we are going to take advantage of this coastline. So the first thing we're going to make is a district completely for tourism. Ooh, Butler Heights works well for a hotel district. I'm fine with that name. So Butler Heights is going to be all over here. And they're going to be focused on paradise and all that fun stuff. Next up, I think back here we're going to have an office zone and like a green high technology area. So this area down here, Lafayette Square, will just be, what we'll do is we'll do organic produce, we'll do the self-sufficient buildings, and we'll do the IT clusters. So these will be your hippie technology people. Fantastic. And then over here, we will just have some normalcy through this strip. Kent Park. Fantastic. I think I'm actually going to change this up a little bit so that's a little bit more sensible. If I do this, there we go. There we go. I think splitting it up like that makes sense. Let's actually figure this all out. Here we go. High density commercial. All along that coastline, we're going to have a ton of commercial, making lots of money, getting lots of people. Now over here in Lafayette Square, we're going to go ahead and have kind of interchanging office zone and residential zone. Let me just make sure I'm in the right zone still. Yeah, it's pretty much right. There we go. And by mixing it up like this, we can get a good worker to work ratio. Again, this is not, but this is, so this will be some more office zone. This will be some more office zone. And everything else in this area is going to be good high density residential. This area is 100% designed with a lot of density in mind. We've got the roads that'll handle it. We have space for a subway system. These people have no power. Let's fix that. Power to the people. Vooperia, freedom and power. What a beautiful nation. Okay, so now we have a lot of jobs opening up as this huge office area builds up. We're going to see a massive increase in job availability, which is great. I'm sure people are very much going to like having the jobs available. I don't think anyone's going to complain about it. In Kent Park, I'm actually going to focus on a little bit of low-density residential. I'm going to have a little sector of it. Just, you know, a simpler area to live in. Oh, we're a small city now. How exciting. So we've got this smaller area to... Oh, boy. Smaller area to live in. We'll have some, you know, normal commercial zone over here. Oh, we didn't do any of the markets over here, which is one of the special things. I think this is owned by them. Yes, it is. So we'll have our organic area right here. Organic stores. Looking good. So we'll have these guys have a little bit of just normal shopping available for that chill life. And then we will switch over to some high density when we get close to these areas. We'll close this off with some high density. Up here we will actually have some jobs available. A lot of office zone. Then we'll go back to some residential zone. Making sure I don't miss any dots. And then up here, I think we're gonna wrap around here. And then here. And all this will be filled residential. Yeah, this is very different from my normal design. It's not very sectioned off, but I think it'll look a lot more natural. I think that having some parts of the city rising up very high, then having the others with the people, it'll also fix a lot of traffic issues. We don't have to move very far to go into our jobs. We don't have to transit all the way to the other side of the city. The jobs are just right there. And we can see that over here too. We've got the jobs right in the middle so that everyone can get there, and we have some over here as well. And I think that's actually working together very well. We aren't really having any traffic issues that I know of. I mean, we shouldn't this early. Yeah, 81% traffic flow. This inlet here is having a little bit of traffic, but you know, it's a lot of people over here, and it's this big grid system. There should honestly be more ways to enter the city from here anyways. I don't know how they're currently getting to the point where they need to go. Oh, they're going around this way. And then they have to go down here. Yeah, I can see why that's an issue. And we can't actually probably fix that problem if we just make a way to go straight into here from that side of the highway, rather than forcing them all through that one area. And I think I can actually fix that right now if I just very carefully design a bridge. This may be a little bit more complicated than I thought, but if we start here and go boop, boop, boop. It's so hard to tell with this fine road anarchy what I'm actually doing. Okay, let's turn it off for a second. Okay, so we're gonna go straight out like this. Pause. Fine road anarchy on. We need to gain some real ground here. That's a little bit excessive. I think that we can pull it off with like 84. Yes, we can. We go back around like this. Then we very carefully turn off fine road anarchy, which will pull it down to 60. You take a turn here, and we connect it back to the main road. Bam, look at that. Beautiful. Let's reconnect the power lines we've broken, which is apparently nothing, because fine road anarchy is amazing. Okay, fantastic. So now people should be able to get straight into Cypress Hills without having to take this route, which they are using. Yay! Fixing traffic, one step at a time. People are still coming over here from this side, actually. A lot of the people are just going around in a circle, which is funny because they could just take this trip here, but you know what? This is taking quite a bit off of the area, so I think it's mostly a success. I do, however, think that we should just switch this to 1. I don't see a reason for it to be 2 lane. Something I didn't really think about. But there we go. All better. Fixed. Well, I don't know what just happened there, but something happened there. There we go. That's better. Fix up all of our power issues. Oh, jeez. I may have accidentally caused them to abandon. Whoops. Oh, that's sad. That was such a nice area, too. Oh, these guys don't have power. Oh, now they do. We're actually having legitimate power problems. That's why they abandoned. Let's expand our grid. We'll expand it a bit. We're making a lot of money. We're doing a good job. Very good job. Okay, would we look at the... Okay, ignore the, like, dead buildings. But look at that. We have a very nice tourist area popping up. And then behind that, we have massive office areas. And if we just convince people to keep moving into the city, because it's very clean, we've got nice trees on our roads. We have lots of space. People have massive yards. This is very much being designed with people in mind and not money, which is a risky move when it comes to designing a city. Oh, they're being abandoned because of workers. We need more workers. That'll just be fixed over time, I think. I think this is just one of those things we're going to have to wait on. Now over here, we're going to notice we do have an issue, which is that these areas are completely separated, and they may actually want to transit through each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to make a way to fix that issue. And I'm going to try to keep it simple. Go across that way. Or if you want, go across that way. That was bad. This right here, bad work right there. There we go. And now we have a way for people to cross the traffic over. It's kind of inefficient, because they're kind of doing a X there. So we're gonna actually change it. We know that the idea works. So I'm gonna just change it up a bit. Instead of this, we're going to go up here and then do this, which is more efficient than that. And same thing over here if we bend it in the other direction. And that looks a bit better too. Look at that. Bam! Everyone's happy now. Fantastic. I'm actually excited. This is going so well. Look at that. And that's a lot of traffic we just got off of the highway, but that's a lot of traffic we just introduced onto this area. And they're just kind of going around in a circle to go into the highway, aren't they? Huh. Not all of them, though. Interesting. This is quite a few people. So I think I'm actually going to increase the amount of lanes to help out. So now they can go in both directions, which is actually working. It's letting a lot more people get through. What's our traffic flow like? This is going to be one of the worst areas. 77%. It's not the end of the world. However, what I might want to do, just for the sake of traffic, is I'm going to do a little bit of redesign here. I'm going to kill these. I'm going to switch it to a 4-lane highway, which is going to both merge into here. This is going to be disconnected. This is going to be turned into a 2-lane so that you can either go this way or this way. And then these are just going to merge into this. Is that a 3-lane? 3 lanes is enough, probably. There we go. And we may lose a little bit of space for buildings now, but overall, this is going to keep a lot of kerfluffle from happening. Just because I like the word kerfluffle. Okay, let's see if we can get a 4-lane, because this is really heavy traffic. There we go. Now they can go pretty much anywhere they want. They don't seem to actually be using any of the other lanes. Because they all want to just take a turn into this highway. So what we're going to do is we're going to add one more layer of complexity. Usually when designing roads, complexity is bad, by the way. You don't want things to be more complicated. Okay, no, that's a horrible turn. Nobody can even take that turn. Okay, going like this. And like this. That may work. We'll see. Because they're just going around here and up. Oh, because they want to get here, not there. Okay, well, one more design change. Because I'm a meme and I can't make up my mind on anything. There we go. I feel like that's overcomplicated, but they'd rather use that over going this way. Yep, that may have just done it. Okay, that looks smoother. Yeah, I don't like designing ways for traffic. However, that seems to have worked. That seems to have cleared up. And I don't have rush hour, so it's not because rush hour is over. It's because I legitimately did something correct there. Fantastic. Once again, we lost a little bit of zoning, but we just recovered from a massive traffic issue, so I'm happy with the results. And that probably actually brought up our average traffic rating. No, it didn't. Pretty much the same. Okay, so we've got some police issue. Oh, shoot, yeah. There's probably a lot we should do. First off, we're a big city now. Let's start acting like it. We can afford a large police headquarters, which will also make people pretty happy. At the same time, we should be looking into some better fire service. Ooh, these are about the same, I think. Fire engine capacity 20, 25. This one's actually better. So over here, we will make a fire station. Down here, we will make another fire station, because that's a large area. There we go. So we've got some basic services for everyone now. We still have the job problem, but hopefully that will go away in time. And I think we're going to call it here, because we've done a lot this episode. I'm trying to keep things fresh this time around. I'm trying to make sure to continue expanding the city. I think I'm doing a good job at that. I think we can actually cut this loop in half here. I don't think there's really a reason not to. This is a little bit too much space being wasted. There we go. Just zone it up. Someone's going to complain about that one dot. And so I will make you happy. Bam! Look at that. Okay, guys, well, look at all the stuff we've done. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Are you guys? Don't forget to leave comments down below if you have suggestions. Hail Vooperia. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye!